The Radio Wammo Breakfast.
Talking politics with Phil Goff.
Leader of the Labour Party, Phil Goff. Good morning, Phil.
Good morning, Wammo.
Now, you're pushing for alcohol law reform. Alcohol certainly is on the tip of everyone's lips this morning, so to speak.
Yeah.
So, there's been marches against alcohol stores in South Auckland. Publicans around the country are saying that they're being harassed and forced into serving drunks. We've got this binge drinking culture in New Zealand. How are you going to fix it, Phil?
Well, first of all, you work out there's no silver bullet, and legislation doesn't do it on its own. It's the culture of a country. But look, I think we've got to wake up and realise that the human, the social, and the economic costs of alcohol abuse are just too high. And this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We've got the Law Commission report. It makes some good recommendations. And we've got to say, look, if we want to solve the crime problem, we know 80% of all crime is committed by people who are under the influence of alcohol at the time. We want to solve the problem of our hospitals not being able to cope. Go down and see the A&E wards on a Thursday, Friday and Saturday night. Have a look at what the actual bill totals up to, $5, $6, $7 billion a year. And say, is that a good thing? And the answer is no. What do you do about it? Well, let's have a look at the recommendations that the Law Commission has put forward, and let's take an evidence-based approach.
Well, what kind of reforms would you introduce?
Well, I think there's a whole number of things. The first thing is I'd look at the drink driving limit. Stephen Joyce, Minister of Transport, said it's ridiculous that he can drink so much and still legally be driving, and then says, I need another 2 years to think about it. I don't think we do need another 2 years to think about it. I think the evidence is there. I can go out and I can have a couple of drinks and drive, but sure as hell I shouldn't go out and be drinking 5, 6, 7, 8 standard glasses of alcohol and still think that I can drive safely, but you can at the moment. I'd look at making sure that communities have more say about just how many liquor outlets they need in the community. Do you really want to have just an appointed commission that says, well, every little retail shop that wants to open up and apply alcohol should be able to do so in your community? No, give the communities the say over that.
Well, didn't communities used to have the say? I mean, you're in Mount Roskill. I know that Mount Albert at one point, you might be able to explain.
We used to be dry.
Dry, yeah.
And I'm not saying that is something that I want to go back to. I'm just saying that we don't need a liquor store on every corner. And I'm saying that, unless we look at a range of things, and part of that will be the purchase price, I'll probably vote this time for age 20 on off licence, but maybe age 18 on licence, because it's better to have supervised drinking than unsupervised. I think you've got to look at just how far we want to go in promoting, marketing, advertising, and having alcohol in front of you at every aisle in the supermarket. If we're not prepared to do those things, then we've got to be prepared to have literally hundreds of deaths from alcohol abuse each year and billions of dollars of wastage. So that's the clear choice that we've got as a community. So
you'd vote to raise the age again and basically return it to what it was pre-99 or 98, whenever it changed?
Well, I voted in 99 to keep it at 20, and my vote this time for off-licence will be to keep it at 20 as well.
Okay.
Or to put it up to 20, keep it at 18, probably for on-licence.
The law previous to that was that you could drink as an 18-year-old on licence, but you... Oh,
it was a pretty complex.
You had to eat
on
or
who
something.
You're with, etc. Yeah. But just make the clear distinction. You want to go to an off-licence, you show that you're 20 to buy there. And one of the problems with 18 is a lot of 18-year-olds are still at school, and they buy the grog and spread it around amongst their friends, and that's why we've got 16, 17-year-olds binge drinking, and literally kids dying of it. If you look at the King's College example, the fact is, look, I'm a drinker. I've got nothing against drinking, but we know that we've got a problem. It's being widely abused. Are we going to sit in our tails and do nothing about it, or are we going to take some action that might help? And I'm in the latter camp.
I don't know, just the law reforms, I just don't know if they will actually solve the problem, Phil. It's really something that's ingrained in the psyche, because I don't think that drinking culture has really changed, say, in the past 20 years. I think that teenagers will still go out and get drunk. I don't think anything's changed there.
Yeah. Well, look, I think it is partly culture, but what we've found is that you can have all the education campaigns that you like, but that doesn't work unless you're prepared to have action to back it up. It's good to have the ads on TV about not drinking and driving, but it's even better when, like me, I've gone through 5 checkpoints in the last year. It's a constant reminder that I shouldn't be drinking too much and driving the car at the same time. So, yeah, Parliament can't do it on its own, but Parliament's got to take the lead. There needs to be a bit of courage there, and we need as a society to address a problem that really is costing us too much in human, social and economic terms.
Are there any examples overseas that you'd want to follow?
Well, I think there are places like the south of Europe where, it's regarded culturally as not being cool to be seen to be off your head with alcohol, and that's the sort of thing that we want now. I'm just getting my final call there, Wammo, so I'm going to have to take off, mate.
Good-o.
We'll catch up with you next week.
Thanks very much, Phil. All right.
Okay, cheers. Bye.
There he goes, Phil Goff, leader of the Labour Party, getting on a plane there this morning. Certainly is a complicated wee topic.